Hi, my name is Sharron Champion, and I am with the Homeless Period Project. I have been asked to co-chair the education working group of the Greenville Homeless Alliance. Yes, the Homeless Period Project started almost 6 years ago. We're almost at our 6-year anniversary. My sister-in-law sent an article from Huffington Post about homeless women in the UK and the struggles they have with managing their periods because of access to restrooms and access to these products. Is the least donated products donated to organizations that work with the homeless or your shelters. So anyway, I read the article and then we discussed it. I never thought about it, and it just it really made such an impact on me, because not just because I'm a woman and never thought to donate those products anytime I donated clothes and food, but the church that I attend is about 50% of our congregation is homeless. So there was a lot of Sunday mornings that I would sit in service and have homeless women sitting around me. And I thought I'd gone through every scenario in my head about what they possibly face when it's cold, or where's the safest places in Greenville they find to stay when they can't find a shelter. And anyway, so that's what impacted me, is that I'm around homeless people weekly, and I never thought about it. And so we decided, I posted the article to Facebook and to see if anybody else had ever thought about it. We contacted some of the shelters and organizations that work with the homeless to see if this is an issue here in the United States. And unfortunately found out our homeless women in Greenville County were dealing with the same thing. And so we decided, what else do? You host a period party and you spread awareness and you raise donations. And it was really just supposed to be one party, like I said, really to raise awareness of that this was an issue, so the next time somebody donated to an organization that works with our homeless, they would think to donate these products. That's simply all it was supposed to be. And here we are 6 years later, and we're donations go not only just in Greenville, but our donations go all across South Carolina. All 46 counties receive donations from us. And it's not just homeless anymore, but we just kept the name. We never changed it. But our schools, all Greenville County school nurses receive donations from us for their students. And anyway, and we're across the United States now. And so it's, one thing I love to brag is we're 100% volunteers. So like even me, I work a full-time job and we do this all on the side, so it's the things of the impact that we've made. And when I say we, I mean Greenville County people just support us so much that it's allowed us to be able to help other counties and other states because of the support that we've received from the Greenville community. But it's quite impactful. That's the reason why I can now look at Greenville Homeless Alliance and what they're doing, and I can see how it can grow like ivy. It just sort of takes a life of itself. And like I said, I grew up extremely poor, and even though I didn't go without, so when we were probably 5 months into parties and doing this when a local high school nurse contacted us and said she was serving so many girls each month, helping them manage their periods, but they weren't homeless, but they just lived in extreme poverty and they didn't have these products at home. They couldn't afford them. And could we help them? And then that's sort of how we ended. But then once again, I was like, I can't believe this, that I didn't even think about the women and girls living in poverty that are not homeless, but when it comes down to, because my mom, she tried to hide her stress when I needed something, and it wasn't her payday yet. And, so a school nurse having these products would have really benefited and saved my mother probably a lot of, not just money, but stress, where she was trying to figure out, okay, I've got a few dollars left in my account and payday's not for a few more days and I still got to feed, that kind of thing. So, anyway, it's been amazing what I've learned through that project. So that's the reason why I told the Greenville Homeless Alliance that I was honored that they asked me I'm really excited about working with this working group for many reasons. I feel really honored that I've been given this opportunity to serve in my local community on another way of educating people about homelessness. But I'm extremely excited too from what I'm going to learn from the others in the working group. And I'm extremely just stoked about getting to work with Tracy Fant of the Upstate Freedom Fighters. Tracy and I have been in contact and trying to work with each other for over 3 years. And we just could not come up with a way of where our organizations, how it made sense for us to do something, a collaboration. And about 3 months before I got the invitation to being asked to co-chair this committee, Tracy and I had just had a conversation again, like, okay, maybe 2021 is the year we're gonna work together and do something. And so when I received a text message from the Greenville Homeless Alliance asking if I would consider co-chairing this working group, and that Tracy Fant was going to be the other co-chair and that she had already agreed to do it, I was like, sign me up. So there's a lot of different reasons that I'm excited for that. But I'm just really looking forward to the opportunity and what I'm going to learn from this group. I think that the Greenville Homeless Alliance is so important on so many spectrums. One of the things that I love is that this is a global issue, homelessness. But the way when there's a global issue, you have to think locally and problem solve locally. And so I love that they're starting here in this community, but they're collaborating with other partner communities, organizations, so that we can collaborate and try to get a full picture and understand homelessness. And that's these active working groups are going to be amazing to take what they've worked on in the past couple of years of all these strategic planning meetings of how to deal with homelessness and try to erase it from our county. And I also believe that then once you figure out a solution and you see it working, which I do believe these active groups through Greenville Homeless Alliance, this collective impact is going to not only help make homelessness hopefully something that erases it in Greenville County, but then we're going to be able to take what we've learned and what I call act neighborly, and you share it with the next county or the next state, and then to the next country, and you just start, and then and that's how you really can start solving something that's a global issue, but you start locally and then move it around. So I'm really excited to see maybe talking with you in 5 years from now and just what the impact is from this group through the Greenville Homeless Alliance is and their vision for Greenville County that might end up being something that we are able to take across the United States and globally. The 10-year-old me would be extremely excited. And I was very spiritually aware at that age and felt a calling on my life at that time. But at that time, 10-year-old me only thought that you could do that through being a missionary in the jungle and or contemporary Christian singer. And I wasn't quite sure how I was going to pull that one off. So 10-year-old me would be excited to know that God can use you and you and can be extremely impactful. And it doesn't have to be through a ministry in the sense of what my 10-year-old self thought. And so 10-year-old Sharron would have been extremely excited to know that I wasn't going to be sent to live with spiders and snakes. So, but then would be extremely helpful and excited because then I would know what I was going to be doing, you know. So, but 10-year-old Sharron would be excited.